had a bit of a sneeze. It's bright. Before we head back today, I'm going to do a Bible verse. And not a Bible verse. We're going to sit down like we're doing a Bible verse, and I'm going to talk about the Bible and deliver a message. Now, I didn't even plan to make a video today, but it just sort of came to me. I like to read through things in the Bible that I've never really heard much about or don't know much about. And so I was reading through the very last books of the Old Testament the other day. Habakkuk, Zechariah is one of them. One of them starts with an H. Hebekai maybe. But the one that stuck with me was Habakkuk. And of course a car is going to come as soon as I get ready to talk. It's been dead all morning, but of course there's a car. So let's back off a second. Before we get to the meat and potatoes of what I want to talk about today, of course we're near the frog pond, and of course there's a second vehicle, because of course there is. It's always quiet until I want to do something, and then of course there's noise. Anyway, we're going to have a sit down here at this wealthy lady's nice little place she lets me use. And we are going to talk about my socks first. Now, why would I be talking about my socks? Well, this was a gift that I didn't know that I wanted, but apparently, let's show these here. These are socks that Yizz got me. That's the Alabaster. You'll know her from my chat. She's one of my primary financial supporters as well. She got me these socks because they had dragon on it. And it says dragons and wizards and shit. And I just think that's hilarious. So, can I get those on? There we go. There it is. So, if you want to get me some kitschy, fun Americana gifts, I like socks, I guess. I don't know. Like I wear these all the time. I think they're just funny. Maybe I'm getting old now, so things like socks and funny hats, I guess, are something that I like now where I didn't when I was younger. But that's a fun gift to get me. Thank you, Yizz. I've been wearing these a lot. I just think they're great. My mother thinks they're hilarious, too. So this is a really good thing to get me if you want to get me cheap little gifts. So anyway, let's move on with the topic of today, which is Habakkuk. Now, I might be slaughtering the pronunciation of that. But the book of Habakkuk is really short. You can read it in just 30 minutes or whatever. It's about an Israelite guy who struggles with the sins of war, the sins of blood, and the sins of transgressions and rejecting God and rejecting prophecy and whatnot that his fellow Israelites had done. And throughout his life, he struggles with that, much like I have struggled, because I want to love my country. I want to love my people. I want to love Christianity. It's just really hard for me. I'm very skeptical, atheistic minded. I'm very glass half empty because of all the shit I've seen, because of what I've been through. And I relate to the Habakkuk character. I relate to him. I feel what he's saying. And I think that an important message to get from the book of Habakkuk, which I recommend that you read, is God tells him that that Habakkuk is not going to believe what he has to say and is probably going to reject it. And I think in the end, he does and doesn't, both at the same time. And it's like a lot of Old Testament stories, it's kind of hard for me to understand just, going in blind and just trying to fumble through it. And of course, there's another loud vehicle when I'm trying to do a video here. We're just going to have to wait. I bet what it is it's around 10 o'clock this morning, and I bet a lot of people are coming back from church. I bet that's what it is. But anyway, it is Sunday morning while I'm doing this video. But to me, this book meant a lot to me because I know what it's like to be a frustrated warrior with no war to fight, what it's like to be a frustrated person who cares about morality and doing the right thing, but you're jaded from the long life of many of the very same people that taught you about God and Christianity and morality. They themselves failed in front of me and were evil to me, or I witnessed them doing horrible evil in direct hypocritical violation of what they taught me to believe. So it's difficult. It's very difficult in the face of all of the ugly things that we have to witness, to have faith and to believe and to think that there is some reason or some meaning to everything. And the book of Habakkuk really, it inspired me to make this video. Now, what is this video about? I think that in spite of all of the evils that our countries have done, whether you live in Russia, whether you live in the United Kingdom, whether you live in America, our countries have done horrible things. The leaders have done horrible things. There have been bad kings and bad queens. There have been evil men behind the pulpit. There have been evil priests that do terrible things to people. And also, they have sent us to war, to die, killing each other over and over and over again. They've done that to us for hundreds of years. So it's easy to be crushed by all of that and not love your people, not love your country, not love God, but you need to do it. And why do you need to do it? Because in the absence of faith, in the absence of the divine order, there is only chaos. And in chaos, if you have nothing bigger than you, nothing bigger to aspire to or to build with, then you're just flotsam and jetsam. You're an individual floating in a chaotic storm, and you don't have anything solid. I think that's why in the fundaments that they call God or Jesus the rock, because it's a solid foundation upon which to base your life and your community. And I think that we can also apply that to a patriotic nationalist lens too. Our countries have all failed us. They are all riddled with this evil, anti-ethnic global cancer right now. But that doesn't mean that our countries are not worth loving, and that the ethnicities of our wonderful countries are not worth loving and caring about. And that doesn't mean that I'm some tradcon that thinks everything that's new is evil. I don't think that. I don't think that technology itself is necessarily evil. I don't think that certain government programs or agencies or ideas are inherently 100% evil without question. They can be used for good or evil. And I think that it is up to us to carry the torch of faith, not just in our fellow man, but in God, in our ethnicities, in our countries, and to espouse the good in them and carry that forward in whatever it is we build. Maybe we do build a new country, but we should remember the good parts of the United States, of the colonies, of Britain. And if you live in Europe, remember the good things of Germany, remember the good things of France, remember the good things of Russia, building whatever it is we build going forward. And so that's the message today, is to carry the positivity, the good things that you know are part of an order bigger than you. Those things matter, and we have to carry that forward with us in whatever it is we build. And so I'm going to end now because I don't know why it is, but the clouds moved. It's been partly cloudy all morning. It's been lovely, but during my video, there's more loud vehicles, the sun is coming out, and oh my God, this is the worst video I think I've ever made. But I hope that the message stands. I hope that I hope that you can feel my love and my passion for caring about your people and your past, but not in a failed, let's just keep the past alive way, but loving the good things in it and loving what we learned from it and carry that forward and breathe that life, breathe that divine spirit into whatever it is we build next. Whether it's a bunch of AI robots that help us build farmland, or whether it's some space colony that we happen to build a few hundred years from now, let's remember the good, the divine, the holy, the inspirational. Let's take the wonderful building blocks of our civilization with us wherever we go and in whatever we build. And that's the message for today. I love you all, and I hope that you'll join me tomorrow night for Discordant Dragons. I hope you have a great Sunday, and we'll see you then. Good night.